Shaders are one of the best ways to shake up Minecraft's visuals, but it's hard to know which shader pack to go for. So here's 10 of the best Minecraft shaders in 2025. Before we get into it, you can find all the shaders linked in the description, along with a link to our website where you can start your own Minecraft server in minutes with Shockbyte. Starting with some low-end options for the potato PC owners out there. First, we have miniature shaders. This shader pack is super lightweight, adding only the basic shader features like shadows, reflections, and daylight shading, but staying very well optimized to barely hit FPS even on low-end PCs. But if you want something a little bit more faithful to vanilla, then I like vanilla may be for you. This shader pack stays super close to vanilla Minecraft, meaning no hyper-realistic water or volumetric clouds, making this perfect for anyone who just wants a slightly improved vanilla experience. But on the flip side of this, we have Super Duper Vanilla, a more ambitious low-end shader pack which adds vibrancy, soft bloomy lighting, and pretty shader effects, while still keeping your FPS high and not straying too far into realism. Now before we move on to mid-range shaders, we like to highlight creative or quirky shaders in these videos too, and CTR VCR fits that perfectly. This creative shader pack turns your monitor into a CRT TV, complete with static and scan lines for an equally cozy or spooky experience, depending on how you play. Now, kicking off our mid-range shaders, we have Bloop, which is one of the most customizable shaders on our list, meaning it can run on anything from a potato to a NASA computer. But once you dial in these settings, you get an amazing mid-range shader with beautiful visuals and great performance. Reverie is a really dreamy shader pack. With warm tones and foggy lighting, and realistic water effects, this pack toes the line perfectly between fantasy and realism, while still performing really well on mid-range PCs. Bliss Shaders is a fantasy shader pack which puts a lot of emphasis on creating unique scenes, like this super cool end dimension aesthetic. This shader really helps immerse you in Minecraft's world, but despite the epic shading effects, this pack still performs really well even on mid-range PCs. And moving on to the high-end shaders, a lot of you pointed out in the comments of the last list that we missed out one of the most iconic shader packs of all time, Silder's Vibrant Shaders. But in case you haven't heard of Silder's shaders before, this pack includes realistic water, clouds, and lighting, and is basically exactly what you imagine when you think of Minecraft shaders. U-Shader is a brilliant all-rounder realistic shader pack with all the modern features you would expect. This pack has a big emphasis on realism, which you can see especially in the skies, while also having its own creative take on the fantasy elements of Minecraft's gameplay. And finally, we have Allium Shaders, a really new shader pack just released this year. This punchy and vibrant shader focuses on color, weather effects, and beautiful skies, bringing an immersive and cinematic look to your game. So there's 10 of the best Minecraft shaders in 2025. Which will you be trying? Let us know in the comments and use Shockbyte to host your next Minecraft server.